Yo, what's up guys? Sahil the Raptor Khan here, back with another video. This is Road to Becoming UFC Champion, episode 13. A little bit of change of scenery, we're outside in some air. Nah, I'm joking, it's just in my backyard. I thought it looks nice, it's nice out. Little munchkin back here running around. But I wanted to do a couple updates on mainly what I've been working on for my fighting, MMA career. So just a couple things like, when it comes to boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, whatever I can to get my hands on, whatever I work on, and especially whatever my dad tells me to work on, because my dad is my coach and always will be my manager as well. So yeah, let me tell you guys what I've been working on. So yeah, let's get into it. So mainly I've been working on one punch when it comes to my striking, and it's mainly been the jab. So my jabs and all my punches are really, really good, but the problem is there's always, well, it's not really a problem. The thing is, there's always room for improvement, especially when it comes to fighting. So the main thing I've been focusing on in my boxing has been my jab. Now, the one thing that I've been doing wrong in my jab is I telegraph my punches a lot. Now, when I telegraph my punches a lot, what I mean is like I do, like, if you guys don't know what the word telegraph means, it means pretty much you can see what your opponent is gonna do. So let's say if he like does this to throw the jab, what the problem there is, he goes like this. This is the problem. He pushes his hand back to throw the jab. Now, a good experienced fighter is gonna see that and be like, okay, every time he does this, it means that he's gonna throw the jab. Now, I never had the problem with doing this. The problem I always had is I always step with my foot like a power jab. So if you guys know, when you're throwing the jab, you're supposed to step, right? Now that's not always the case. That's mainly for a power jab, and I still sometimes do it, but I've been focusing on trying to not do that because I don't. It's just, like I said, telegraphing is a pretty big important thing when it comes to fighting. What are you doing? Yeah, my little doggy. All right. But yeah, so that's been pretty much the main thing I've been working on when it comes to boxing. Now, when it comes to wrestling, in that aspect, I never really have to focus on much in wrestling. My wrestling shots are pretty good. My single legs are pretty good. My everything pretty much is just really, really good. But like I said, there's always room for improvement, and there are still a couple things like just small, really small details. Like there's a lot of things when it comes to fighting, especially breaking down one move. Even when it comes to, for example, a double leg. Before I say anything, all credit goes out to my dad because he taught me all this. Without knowing this knowledge, I probably would not even know these little things. So, for example, when you do a double leg, right? A lot of people go like, boom, boom, right? And once they get in, they do this, right? A tip my dad told me, this is how it always goes, is you're supposed to keep your chest up, for example, right? Keep in and tight. Now, for that example, there's always just little things that are gonna always make you better, right? So just that little aspect made my wrestling already better. So just little things like that is what I try to focus on when it comes to wrestling and boxing, kickboxing, all that. Now, for jujitsu, I don't really have no jujitsu, honestly. Like, I haven't done jujitsu, and the main reason is I was gonna do it for like just a classes and stuff like that. But the problem is I'm older now. I'm 15, and I in my family we hit our growth spurts very, very late. So right now I'm a pretty small kid for my age. I only weigh 120 pounds, and I'm like around 5'7". But like I said, I will eventually get bigger, get taller, and all that. But our family hits our growth spurts really late. Now, if I was supposed to go for a wrestling or jiu-jitsu classes, I would be doing it with the advanced adult class. And, I can't wrestle really or do jiu-jitsu with adults. It's not kind of small for that. So, yeah, that's, why I don't really go to classes. But my dad is a high-level expert, pretty much a black belt when it comes to jiu-jitsu. He knows everything. He's been doing it for so long. So when it comes to anything, he's literally the coach, and he would always teach me anything. So yeah, for jiu-jitsu, I do it with him. So yeah, it's not like I don't know any jiu-jitsu at all. I know a decent amount where, I know some stuff. Um, when it comes to judo, my dad, like I said, my dad's also really high level at judo. He knows everything, and he's been teaching me. So until I can start doing classes and all that, he's mainly teaching me. Shut up. But yeah, that's what pretty much it is when it comes to like the improvement aspect, and there's obviously a lot of other things for improvement, when it comes to conditioning, cardio and all that, because obviously, to be honest, people be doing all this extra stuff, especially for MMA. They'd be like, oh, you know, do all this high intensity cardio, which is still very, very good. You're supposed to do all that. But people expect, like, oh, okay, after doing all that, I'm not going to get tired in a fight. After a 30-second hard, just even a hard 30-second scramble on the ground, you're going to be screwed. It's going to drain you like that. So, yeah, I still try to condition myself and get ready for that. That's mentally what I'm always preparing for, because a lot of people in their heads are always like, oh shit, as soon as they get tired, they're going to be just doubting themselves. They're thinking, oh, I can't do it. So even just small mental aspects, which I've never had a problem with, but, just always to keep in mind, to always work and improve on. It's always been mental too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the main things that I've been focusing on improving. You know, like my dad's always there for me too. So if I ever need to learn anything, he's always gonna tell me. But I also do try to, I always am YouTubing. I read a lot of books. Like I said, the only reason I do these things, YouTube, read books, is because my dad. Shout out to him again. He's always the person who tells me to do all this, and without him, I probably would not be at all remotely close to where I am today. There's a really big backstory of, well, pretty much my life since I was like a little baby, revolving around my dad. Maybe I'll do a story time for that video, just telling you guys about my past when I was a little kid, and I my dad. My dad's been my superhero since my dad will forever be my superhero. So yeah, you guys will. I'll maybe do a video about that where it's like telling my backstory from when I was a little kid or a little baby, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on another video. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.